for you, man. Grab it and go.
Well, if it isn't you. Glad you made it all this way, Prince said. Sure, here you go.
Thank you, mate.
Prince, that vintage ambrosia bottle that you gave me, that was the greatest thing I ever tried, I think. Even Baldy enjoyed the stuff.
I thought you'd like it, sir, and so I'm pleased to offer you another. Almost a shame we seldom get such imports from Olympus around here. I hope I can appreciate it for myself sometime, once all this is over with, I think.
What? You mean that you've never touched the stuff yourself? You've much more self-control than I have there. Perhaps someday we'll have a chance to share some between us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Safe travels.
Say, you're from Crete originally, aren't you, Asterius? I know this is a stretch, but I don't suppose you ever heard of a commander by the name of Skelly, captain of the Cretan Second Fleet, something like that?
The king of Crete commanded the greatest navy in the world. Even I knew that, having never seen the light of day, the ships, the sea. Skelemius, huh? I might have heard the name. So what?
What? Skelemius was a real person then? But Skelly said... you know what? It's nothing, Asterius. Shall we?
Yes, let's.
Who dares to mess with little Hades? You simply point me at them, nephew, and we'll leave them shivering and sopping wet, you'll see.
You know, that painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it? Some very talented shades around here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade your father to hang it out in the hall, but he's too coy about such things. Though I like it where it is. A reminder to us every day and night.
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear. I thought about it more, Mother, and I would like very much if you and Father were to share this. Though, maybe don't let on where you got it, just in case.
This is splendid, Zagreus, but please, if there's one thing I've learned since we met, it's that the trust we share is at the very foundation of our relationships. Why shouldn't he know who this is from? Besides, I think he could figure it out.
Well, when it came to the Olympians, you said yourself that there was only so much truth that they could tolerate. Are you sure Father would be tolerant knowing I got this for the both of you?
I'm sure enough. And if he isn't, I suppose it's more for me.
Well, just as long as someone puts it to good use.
You know I always wanted to be a mother, Zagreus. But after you were born, I was certain I had lost my chance. Then one fine morning you just walked into my life. And here we are. I still cannot entirely believe it. What I mean is, I love you, son. I'm doing my best.
I know. I love you too, Mother.
I've not seen the court musicians sulking over there quite as much lately. You're doing, I hear.
You'll just have to sulk for the both of you, I guess, then, Meg. But if you must know, on my authority, I've released Orpheus from the terms of his old, rather unfair agreement with Father, so he can see his wife, at least from time to time.
And Lord Hades is okay with you just picking out old binding contracts and nullifying them? You're exploiting your status.
I'm doing no such thing. Father wanted me involved in all this business with his pacts and presiding over the dead, then fine. But I'll do it my way.
You always do.
The house is in order.
Been waiting over here.
Say Skelly, or should I say Skelemius? I happen to have a chat with somebody familiar with that name. Large, bull-headed fellow originally from Crete. You said you made it all up. What's going on?
Never said I made it up, pal. I just knew you weren't gonna believe me. I mean, look at me. I look like a captain of the Cretan Second Fleet to you?
I don't know. I've never met one. Do they all just stand around doing nothing?
Well, sounds like somebody's never had to lead like 50 or something sailors in a voyage across the sea in a Minoan galley with nothing but the stars to guide them. What do you think the captains do? Pull the oars?
Wait, what about Hermes? He gave me the impression you might have been somebody else. Nobody in particular, not some great sea captain.
What is it with you gods talking behind the backs of all your friends, boyo?
Don't change the subject.
Don't change the subject!
Ah. What's the worst that could happen? There's something. This is it then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, this is an official message. Lady Athena, I trust you'll quickly figure this one out.
Is this some kind of offering for me? No, hold a moment. This appears to be a message. Part of one. Then, can this mean... I have to notify the others. I trust they also have received something from you, or shortly shall.
All of us must sail through troubled waters now and then, correct, nephew? Fortunately, navigation is my specialty, so let's be on our way.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Murder.
So did everybody miss me?
It seems I failed once again to persuade Nyx to take some personal time.
Do your worst, Father.
Forget about the surface, boy. You are not missing much. Here we have warmth and wealth, stability. Up there, nothing of the sort.
It's nice to visit, anyhow.
I shall not keep you, Zagreus, except to offer you my power to improve your chances of escape.
Hey, hey.
Hey, sir.
Ah, there you are, Prince. I was just thinking about how grateful I am that you got me out of that contract with your father. It's been a real weight off my shoulders, truth be told.
You never seemed particularly concerned, even before, sir. Must say, you're very good at hiding your worries.
And I could say the same to you. Look, I know you were concerned for my well-being. Now you don't have to be. And I'll still be around to help you out. Good feeling, isn't it? I got you covered, Prince.
Thank you, mate.
All this for someone such as me? You know I'm down here for a reason, don't you, Prince? Not just because your father and good Thanatos don't care for me. Yet, from the very first, you showed me decency I'd not experienced since I was a king. Perhaps not even then.
Whoever it was you used to be, sir, I believe you've changed. And I'm proud to say that you're my friend. And Boldy there as well. It's odd for me to say, but I'm glad you're here. I think I've learned a lot from you about all this.
Well, Your Highness, I'm honored very much indeed. And having you amongst my list of friends makes it perhaps the greatest such a list a fellow such as I has ever had. Isn't that right, Boldy? Take it from me, Prince Ed. Boldy concurs.
You guys are great.
Until next time, all right?
I'll have you know the power of the seas themselves is yours once more, nephew. So how about you put it to its rightful purpose and go smash some stuff?
I figured that you must have been the source of all that bloodshed underneath the earth. Let me see if I can make your death dealing a little more efficient.
It's time. Your father's forces making trouble for you, Zag? Together, we bring death.
You face the champion and me. Ready yourself.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of his attentions toward the satyr sack.
Thanks, boy. Be right with you, father. You ready for another go?
I was reviewing the terms of the Pact of Punishment to which you are bound. Even when my servants resorted to extreme measures, they were still unable to surpass you then. So now, it is my turn.
Caught you unprepared, did I? After Theseus and his Macedonian, I have expected to see you thundering around on some golden chariot of your own drawn by sable steeds, that sort of thing. But it's just you.
It is just me indeed. However, that should be more than necessary here. No holding back this time, Zagreus. Are you ready?
Let's go.
No. I'm not finished with you yet. Be mindful of the house while I am gone.
I'll get you for this, father.
I always fancied Thanatos, you know. So put together and everything. I'm pleased to see you've grown so close. Things good between you two?
They are. Thank you, Mother. Hey, were you ever close with Charon then? Seems like no matter how much I try, I can't quite get through to him.
Wouldn't be surprised if you were closer to him than I am. Not all of Nyx's sons and daughters keep in steady touch. Though at least we're not always at each other's throats, like the other side of your family.
Fair enough.
I just get sleepy sometimes, Mom. I mean, I've been working so much lately, just over there. You've probably seen me greeting shades, making my list, creating a welcoming environment.
Remember what we previously spoke of, Hypnos? Do not address me thus whilst we are here. Conduct yourself as befitting a servant of the House of Hades. And continue practicing your independence, please.
Yes, Mom. I mean, Mother.
What could go wrong? What do we have here?
Stop kidding around without me, nephew. I'm here, so let's go bust you out, much like a raging river through a frail little dam.
The might and honor of Olympus shield you against the darkness and the dead, Zagreus.
Oh!
Whoa! Hello, my son. Turns out there's still an awful lot to do around here, isn't there, Zagreus? I'm still getting caught up on day-to-day affairs.
Day to day? How can you even tell it's day around here anyway, Mother?
Well, that was just a guess now that you mention it. In any case, forgive me if I don't get swooped up in every household detail, all right?
Never. Kidding, of course. Again.
Please send your mother Nyx my warm regards, won't you, my kin? Would that the others on Olympus knew and understood your kind as I now do.
What a surprise.
Hello, sir.
Must say, Prince Ed, the free life sure does have its perks down here. This place really isn't as bad as it's cracked up to be.
Glad to hear it, sir. But you're still here, the same as ever. Is it really all that different from the way it always was?
Well, it used to be I'd have to start heaving boldly there at any point if the Fury Sisters decided to show up. But now, I just get to relax, chat a bit with the other shades, and give you one of these when you're in the area. Sure thing.
Thank you, mate.
Keep fighting, Highness.
It's from Chaos.
Ready yourself, dearest, because you and I, we're going to have ourselves a little outing I expect that neither one of us shall soon forget.
Oh, Zag, man, you look positively knackered. You be sure and take it easy if you can out there, all right? Here, maybe this'll help.
When I heard you were coming through, Red Blood, I told my sisters I would see you here.
If you are ever going to get out of there, only the mightiest of all my blessings will suffice.
I have my armor, Short One. Let's see what you have.
Hello? My understanding is you had a little run-in with an Nemean chariot, just kind of plowed right into you there, didn't it? You gotta watch where you're going crossing the streets of Elysium next time.
Next time.
Ah, tough luck.
Nix, Ares sends you his regards again. Wanted to let you know.
Thank you, my child. We may seldom have occasion to encounter one another, he and I, but it is good to have another friend upon Olympus, even if Goddess Athena and he are not on the best of terms.
It's complicated over there, I guess. Should check the garden.
Zagreus! This garden may not have all the varieties available up on the surface, though it's coming along rather nicely, I should say.
And it smells fresh, too. It's still exactly 7:48. On to business, then. Rewarded.
Well, my hellborn kin, my blessing now is yours to do with as you wish, provided you inflict a little suffering for me.
You bring with you the season of decay, young Zagreus.
Oh, surprise.
What?
Mother, one thing I was wondering about was, how did you summon Charon to your surface residence, especially without, you know, being dead?
Oh, why... He gave me his calling card after he graciously helped get me out of here the first time. No doubt at Nix's request, but still. Never thought I'd use it, but I still kept it, just in case.
No idea what a calling card is, but okay.
Hi.
Sulk in your chambers all you like, for I care not.
I have eternity to finish with this work, so your assistance is entirely unneeded.
How times have changed. Uncle Poseidon.
At last, I found you once again, nephew. You eating well and getting strong, correct? I'll help you with the latter category in a moment. Here!
Beautiful, isn't it? The strife which follows you. You have a real knack for this, and I, for one, am happy to assist.
How utterly disgusting. I was just counting Zagreus, and as it happens, I have lost to you 50 times already, if not more. Can you believe this? Ugh, how I've fallen.
Oh, don't take it so hard, Meg. Once you die several dozen times, you start to get accustomed to the emotional pain as well as the physical. Up for some more of either.
Of course. Who do you think I am? Although I guess there's no use keeping score with you.
Well...
The Hydra shall grow back, boy.
Nix told me that you helped her reconnect with her parent after a long, long time. That was very kind of you. She never asks for anything. But we all owe her a lot, don't we?
I think so. If not for her, I can't even imagine, really. Did Nyx ever speak to you of chaos before I was born?
Not really, no. Nyx is very private when it comes to personal matters. But she has feelings and desires, same as anybody. Well, mostly. But the point is, I know this meant a lot to her.
Least I could do.
Your Highness!
Once has your Lord Father thanked me for delivering vast portions of his clientele. Surely you shall be more grateful for my gifts.
Hello, Your Highness. I will have you know, Prince, that your visits here have become a very important part of my routine.
And what routine is that exactly, sir?
Why, the routine of looking forward, of course. I try to appreciate the moment as much as anybody, but, you know, it's always nice having something to look forward to. So, see you next time, then. Makes sense to me.
Cheers, mate.
Take care of yourself.
It has been long enough since my last fight. The strength of Gilgamesh. Thank you for the battle, short one.
A warm-up for later.
Who are you?
Ah, the dreaded Minotaur.
Tell me something, Zagreus. Sometimes I fear... Do you hate him? I mean your father. Regardless of his intentions. It sounds as though he made your life extraordinarily difficult. All his pent-up fear and anger. You bore the brunt of it.
Do I hate him? Mother, I don't know that I hate anybody, really. The tales of him and the Olympians rending their immortal Titan parents to bits. I can't relate to how they must have felt. But I resented him for sure. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that entirely.
I understand. I think that when Hades told you he asked no forgiveness, he understood as well and meant it. Well, for all his failings, I'm thankful that he did not teach you how to hate. For your own sake, if not for his.
Sometimes I think he tried. What's the worst that could happen?
Death rears its head in all too many forms, I'm sure you know. Though you may never find them all, I nonetheless encourage you to try.
I have returned. I heard you got yourself into another mess that needed cleaning up. You're fast, I'll give you that. Not a word of this.
You ever been in love with someone, stranger? Might be a mortal's only thing for all I know. You gods have strange relationships, I hear.
I have been, sir. Or I should say I am.
Ah, that's good. Cling to the feeling, then. And if you lose it, reach for it. Search for it, no matter what, all right? Because without it, well, there isn't much of a comparison, I think.
Take care then.
Come forth and die, preferably with some amount of dignity.
You are my biggest fan.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
Bye for now, boy. Cold out there. All right, we made it, Malphon. Appreciate you lending me the might of Gilgamesh.
Resorting to mere fisticuffs with me. Though how you got Malphon to look like that, I've no idea. Pray tell, whose monstrous claws are those? A manticore's?
These claws, I'll have you know, Father, belonged once to an ancient god king known as Gilgamesh. You ever meet?
Provided he was flesh and blood at some point, then he resides within my realm. Presumably within Elysium somewhere, sadly bereft of his manticore claws thanks to you. Come, show me what they can do. I went all out, and still. Let's do this again.
Say hi to Hypnos for me. Got to hold nice and still. I think I got one. Another trout.
Thus, having once more gained the surface of his grim-faced father's realm beneath the earth, resourceful Zagreus makes his way toward the one-time abode of radiant Persephone. It is a journey of considerable distances, which he has already completed many times, and which has always ended in the same result. So, imagine he made it there with just time enough to water the crops and tidy up a bit before...
No! Ugh, I'm sure Mother's cottage is perfectly fine.
What?
Boy.
I thank you for your blessings, Queen Persephone. Your son and I, we always were quite close, but through all this ordeal we've become rather inseparable, I think.
Well, I can see he has better taste than I do, Thanatos. I have a sense of how industrious you are. You just take care of yourself, please. And take care of each other too, all right?
As you will, Queen. I mean, all right.
All right.
Ugh. Come get your gloating well out of the way so I can get back to this parchment work. It piled up in my prolonged absence.
I'm not here to gloat, Father. Well fought back there. I can't believe I got you.
Nor I. Next time, the fates may not decide to favor you like that. If there shall be a next time.
I'm thinking there shall. The head chef is going to want this fish. Here's all I caught. Till next time.
Can't you see I'm busy now with more important things than you?
I knew that you were more than capable.
Prophecy fulfilled. The claws of Enkidu helped me scrape by to the top.
I knew it. So, pal, my sources tell me that you made it pretty far, which means my usefulness is coming to an end.
Your usefulness? What, you just mean the standing around letting me lay into you with whatever vicious attack sequence I fancy at the time?
Yeah, once you achieve your goal, my contract's up. You won't need me anymore.
But only if I leave for good, isn't that right? So if I stuck around, you'd stay here too?
Probably, but wait, you're really gonna stay?
Sure looks that way.
Huzzah!
Time to put in extra work for those bounties. Hello there, Dionysus.
First time we got things going for you there. What do you say? You ready for this?
Someday, my little sprout, you'll gain the surface of your father's realm and see my handiwork. Until such time, I'll come to your aid as I can. It's quite the entertaining pastime, honestly.
Ahoy!
Hey, sir.
You must have seen everything there is to see here in your father's underworld, haven't you, Prince? I figure that there isn't any place nicer than this.
Oh, well, I suppose now that you're free, you could always see for yourself. It's pretty different as soon as you reach Asphodel. Don't you have some place or somebody you'd like to see?
I'll take what's coming to me right here, thank you very much. You're the wayfaring sort, but my wayfaring days are over. It's hard to explain, but this is a much-needed fresh start for me. Certainly, Highness.
Cheers, mate.
I've got a lot of payback to administer here, let me tell you, Zach.
There must be some unconquerable force or foe awaiting you just at the border of your realm and ours. We cannot even see it through a shroud of darkness there. I shall make certain that your family knows it may take considerable time to surpass. So fear not, for we are patient here.
Achilles tells me that you're here to stay. At least for now, stranger. A welcome bit of news. Assuming, of course, that it's for the best for you.
I think so, sir. I'll still be passing through and visiting the surface every opportunity I get. But it seems my place really is here. Besides, it means getting to see you every now and then like this.
That sounds agreeable to me. Then, you take care.
Thanks, sir.
It's been a little while, hasn't it? I got the message that you need assistance, Zagreus. You wretches are coming with me.
Right there.
Life is short.
Gods grant me strength.
You
held your own out there.
Pleasure doing business.
Thanks for the help.
You are beneath the notice of the gods, monster, whilst I have earned their favor.
I won again, Shade, thanks to your support. Happy to entertain you, Shades. Tough break.
I'm up!
Was just about to go on break, if you would care to join me. Good catching up. Take care of yourself, Zag.